All right. That said, guys, the full time. We're just coming in after full time. I'm here with my Mickey. We are discussing basically the game. We're gonna try and say who our top player was, our man of the match. Already given though, Salah. He was given the man of the match. We've also got to talk about play ratings and see like we'll go through them from goalkeeper down to our forwards, including the substitutions that were made because some of them were pretty decent. 4-0 was actually an outstanding result, but come on, we are talking about Arsenal, no offence. We did expect more of a fight than usual, and we were talking like 2-0, maybe 3-0, but it didn't turn out that way. It turned out better. Um, and there was a scuffle midway that we need to talk about between Klopp and Arteta. So we'll start again with the same question I asked you earlier. What your man of the match would be?
My man and match would be Trent.
Trent, because Trent got the two assists, which I would have said someone maybe close to Trent. Um, yeah, maybe Ox. Ox did play well. I looked pretty well, and I wouldn't go Jota. There was a few moments in there that he did. He could have had more. He could have had another goal easily.
Yeah. I completely agree with that. Jota he could have made it uh, maybe two, maybe three more.
Yeah,
But his touches in the box wasn't exactly the greatest. Couple of fumbles. Yeah, his passes wasn't exactly on point either. But luckily he came back with a goal, so happy with that.
yeah. Allison, what would you rate Allison?
Oh, well, he didn't really have much to do, did he?
Uh,
He done a couple of saves, a couple of very important saves, I've got to admit.
I saw one that went
I don't
straight
think
to
he
him.
messed up. I don't think he messed up at all. So he's going to have a 10, doesn't he?
Well, it's not about that. We didn't see much of him. We can't give him a 10. I would.
Well, you have to give him a 10 for everything that he did do. Like you can't
I
knock him. He didn't
suppose.
leave.
I would say 9.5, 9. A 10. A 10 would be a lifesaver if he was a lifesaver. I
Yeah,
yeah.
you can't take a point. You can't take any points away from
No,
him for not
I
doing anything. So
suppose. I
yeah,
suppose. Okay, we'll say 10. We'll say 10 for argument's sake. We'll say 10. Uh, we'll start with Trent.
Trent.
Um, I would put Trent as a 10.
I'd say a hard 9. There was a couple of times when he got beaten away from the ball. Um, just sometimes you let people dribble
But
past you and
that's
stuff
that's
like that.
Trent though, isn't it? It's not his game, and we could talk about that a lot because a lot of people talk about that. Trent's game is more forward than a defensive.
But his job as a right back is to be defensive. That's the position that
No, I
he
agree.
really.
I agree. I wish he did stay back more, but then that takes a little bit of what he can give up front, takes it away a little bit, which is the stuff that we actually compliment him on. So
Yeah, yeah, that
my
makes
no, my
sense.
yeah, my noses are getting a bit stiffy, stuffy. Like anyway, um, Van Dyke.
Van
No,
Dijk,
sorry, I went from right right back to centre. Okay, we're gonna go Matip. I
Matip. Yeah, I'd say an 8 for Matip. Like he's done really well. There's some times when he could have done better. I agree. I must say so. I mean, um, yeah, he could have done so much better. But again, like, he didn't really have much to do. It was more Van Dijk that managed to get back and done most of the tackles, all the important tackles and stuff. He did get dribbled past a couple of times, um, but
Yeah,
again,
he's sometimes like that, and he's sometimes prone to
yeah,
let balls get by him. But the only one thing I do say is what I didn't see this game is what he usually does and dribble the ball forward. A lot of the
yeah,
time I've seen him where he just pushes the ball forward. He's that main man that does it. I didn't see him do that this game because I don't think he needed to.
No, I don't think so because Fabinho done most of the charging
Yeah,
forwards. He didn't
yeah.
need to. I think he's been told not to most of the time. Like he's good at it. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes I think he just
It puts more
shouldn't.
pressure on Trent.
Yeah, I think in this game there's a lot more players that are faster than him. So I think he needed to stay back more than anything, just in
Yeah,
case anyone managed
yeah.
to get past him. That's it.
Van Dijk. Well, we didn't give Matip a rating, did we? I'd say an 8.
Yeah, I'd say maybe a 7 to an 8.
Yeah, we'll give him an 8. Van Dijk, I would give. He's been the long balls he was making in the game. Like they were cutting defenders and stuff. Like I've seen and that tackle he made.
Yeah, that brilliant tackle inside the box.
Oh,
That was incredible. I'd definitely say a 9. Again, like he's not perfect. Like he's
exactly.
made some dodgy passes or just some like weak passes that could have been better. So
He's getting to where he was. He's not there, but he's obviously done a lot to recover from that injury.
yeah, recovering from injury and stuff.
And finally, in the defence, we got Simicas, who had to take Robertson's role, considering he was injured. I would love to actually give him a pat on the back for trying, for because he rarely gets that opportunity, but when he does, he can shine. Some of the balls he crosses, I haven't seen much of him going forward, like Robertson. There was that one time I remember when you were going, oh, why isn't he not? He's not Robertson, and other players are
Yeah,
expecting him to do the
you
same
can't
thing.
you can't blame him
I'm
for those balls. They were
ex-
the balls that got passed to him
I'm
and his men.
no, I'm not blaming
Uh,
him. I said we'd pat him on the back for doing a good job. He did the
yeah,
job that he was required to do. So um, didn't see too much of him though. Like you know what I mean. I didn't see
but compared to Robertson, I don't think you do notice him just as much. But
no.
he does drive
I'd give him a
in
7.
there. Yeah, I'd say about the same.
Yeah. Do you want to do the midfield?
Uh, what should we start with Fabinho?
Yeah, we'll start with Fabinho, centerpiece.
Um, yeah, I think he held the centre defence midfield. I think he held that upright quite well. Um, Hardly any troubles that he's had. He just really does just stand his ground and he like pushes forwards when he needs to, and gets back. He sees a lot of the passes going forwards.
Yeah.
Um, so I'd give him an 8. I'd say.
Yeah, I agree. An 8, maybe 8.5. Just because without him there, we wouldn't be the same team.
No, I
We've it's
agree.
proven.
He is the holding midfielder. He holds literally the back four together. He slips him back into defence when he's needed.
He's a little bit funny though with some tackles. Like today's game, I saw a couple of tackles where um it catches a knee or something like
Yeah,
that, and
like he's
but
he's not cautious. He just goes for it. That I think that's one
and
of his
aggressive.
either greatest problems or greatest abilities. The fact that he shows everyone that he's not scared and he is a force to be reckoned with.
I remember some confrontations he had in previous games where he just smirks it off, like get the
Yeah,
fuck up.
yeah.
I love that sort of attitude. Anyway, yeah. So who should we go to now? Because a couple of subs. We'll start with the first 11. Should we go Chamberlain?
Yeah, let's go Chamberlain. As well as I think that he played, he could have done so much better as well. I don't think he gets enough gameplay time. I'd give him between an 8 and a 9 because he was pretty much everywhere. He was trying to get the ball as much as he could. The passing, like I said, it wasn't great, but
There was
there
actually
wasn't
one
really
cross.
there wasn't a time where you couldn't see him on the field.
Yeah, I know he was everywhere. There was one cross, And also there was a block he made as well, which came off his leg. Um, Good deflection because it could have gone anywhere. He also, I mean, he's playing defense. He's a box to box. He played a box to box midfielder basically.
Yeah,
That's why we saw a lot of him. Um, which is like I like to see because he's got that pace. He's got that stamp, that endurance to make them runs. And I love seeing it. When he first came to the club, he was actually a name I considered on my shirt, which I got. I I admired him even in Arsenal, because a lot of people were talking about him. But it's a shame that he had that injury, and then we didn't see much of him since. I remember the screamer he did against Man City. I just think he has it in him, but it's just been unfortunate. And I can,
yeah, I completely agree. I really did rate him a lot when he was at Arsenal, and I really wanted him to come to Liverpool. And when he came, it was absolutely like incredible moment.
yeah.
Um, so like you said, like the injury, I think it's knocked him down. So he's not managing to get into their first team as much. So he's he's trying his hardest, but he's not quite there. I think he's trying to prove himself too much that he's making silly mistakes.
I mean, at one
Um,
point he was even considering going back to Arsenal because he wasn't getting the time. But to be fair,
yeah,
I would have blamed him in a sense. I mean, it would have been an upset because I like him to stick around because the fans are there to also support him because they understand, and you know, he wouldn't go anywhere in Arsenal, but he might get more time now under Arteta. But I just feel like stick to it, man, because you obviously right now we need you, saying you're doing a good job. I would give him because we're not rated him. Oh, I've not rated him. You have. Yeah, I would say I'd give him a 9.
yeah.
Um, who's the other?
So should we go? Should we go Tiago next?
Yeah, we're almost there.
Almost there. So
Almost there.
with Tiago, personally, his passing is so accurate most of the time. Um, Today, I don't think he showed that as much. He done his no look passing, which was brilliant to watch. Absolutely love to watch his passing. He didn't cross the ball as much as he could have, and like he didn't get the ball into the final third as much as he normally would as well. He slipped into the fence quite a lot in between Matip and Van Dijk. I saw that, so he was getting back when he needed to. He just didn't push forward as much as I wanted to, but he did have that brilliant shot, which was unfortunately saved. Brilliant save.
Yeah, it went straight to keeper though, didn't it?
Yeah, it did go
If it
straight to
went
keeper.
anywhere else, it would have gone in. But
Yeah,
I mean, it was a stretch for
because he's so good at passing, he passed it straight to the goalie.
yeah, yeah. But
um, I would give him. I'd give him a 7 today because I don't think he did
yeah,
what he normally does, if you know what I mean. Like
yeah,
he fell over a few times instead of staying on his feet and like showing what he's really got.
yeah. I'd give him that. Um, so substitutions, we had Henderson, which we didn't see much of at all.
No, but
And
he did do that good build up for Minamino to score the goal. So
oh, did he get the assist? No.
no, he didn't get the assist.
Okay,
He hadn't got the assist, but he was a crucial part of the build up.
you can give him maybe a 7 then.
Yeah, from what he didn't play that much. So between his 6 and his 7, because again, he didn't get much game time, so it was more of a just a
If it was, I would put 6 if he just came on because you can't make it any lower, and because he made no errors, and because he made that pass, you can maybe up it to a 7.
there's a possibility. I wanted to see more of him, if you know what I mean. I wanted to get him more
Yeah,
involved. towards the final. But
he needs a bit of fitness, just a bit of game time. That was
yeah,
all. That was all the reason. It wasn't to impact anything because we already had 4 goals. So
well, that's what I mean. Like he didn't have much to do, did he? Like at the end, so
and the game,
he wasn't really sprinting around the pitch. He wasn't,
yeah,
he didn't need to that sort of thing.
the
So
game the game plan changed because we were just told to keep possession, pass it around, and frustrate the opponents, and that's what we did. So yeah,
yeah, like
um,
I said, I'd have to give him a six just because like he wasn't a
okay,
major part of the game. He was a
okay,
substitute. Yeah, his passes were good and stuff like that. But
okay.
yeah, if we was going more for the extra goal or whatever, then yeah. But
Yeah, we can't. Yeah, but like you said to the other people, we can't downgrade them because of that. But yeah, I don't know. So yeah, so now we're gonna move over to the front three. We're gonna start with the front
oh, you're
man.
skipping Morton.
Huh?
You're skipping
Morton.
Morton.
I'm skipping Morton. Oh no, Morton.
To be fair, Morton didn't really have much to do, like even less than Henderson. So I wouldn't even know where to start to rating him.
6.
Just give him a six and let's move on. There wasn't much talking points about him, so
I mean, I see it as every player starts on a 6. That's how I see it. And then like,
personally, I'd say start on a five because that's middle point, isn't it?
mm,
My personal opinion,
I
not yours.
thought.
I'm just saying.
No, I know.
I would start on a five, and
I'm
I'd
following FIFA rules. Because when you start a
right,
game on FIFA, you start on 6 rating on career.
right, that's fine. That's fine. We'll give him a six.
Okay.
We'll
Um.
give Hendo a seven, and we'll give him a six. There you go.
Yes, back to being
You
7.
can't give Hendo the same rating. 'Cause he's done a lot more.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's why my head was at with Henderson. I was like, go and put it at 7. Anyway, yeah. So now we can go to Diogo, Jota. We go to Jota, Diogo.
Right. So yeah, Diego Jota. Like I think I said we'd give him an eight. My personal opinion. He made up his mistakes with the goal, but yeah, he wasn't like I said he made a lot of mistakes. Um,
Didn't we say that he wasn't really pushing for the ball? He wasn't running forward enough. I remember something like
yeah,
that.
at times like he wasn't running forward enough, and he wasn't in the right position at many times. But
I mean,
again, like I
he
said,
did score.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like, he did score in the end, so you're gonna have to bump that straight up. That already gives you a couple of
But
points, you know.
the ball, they passed him the ball. Uh, I like the shimmy. He shimmied the ball and then he tricked the
Yeah,
goalkeeper.
he's been around the
It was
goalie.
good
You've got to give him
composure.
credit. You've
It
got to
was
give him the composure because a
yeah,
lot of people would just try to shoot first time and get it away from them.
yeah. All right, 7. Wait, did you say 8 or 7? You said 8,
I,
didn't you?
I said eight. So
Okay.
he made up for it like close to the second half. He got better. So
Well, everyone has their entire opinions, and they'll let us know possibly in the comments. Um. So yeah. So we're moving on now. What have we got? Mane.
I know. Again, he got the goal, so that bumps him up. He done a lot of running backwards and forwards. A lot of clumsiness. He got a yellow card. That was it. That was a clumsy tackle,
He knew
unnecessary,
it.
straight after the goal.
He knew it.
Um, yeah, he knew it. He done two sloppy tackles, which is again not unnecessary. He got the ball. There was times when he got the ball, and instead of running towards the goal and passing it like first time, he would try and like turn around and do, some bits where he got stuck. Um,
Yeah.
so I'd be happy to give him an eight.
Yeah. I'll agree. 8.
But that's I'd think I'd have to be like you, a 7.5 to an 8, because again with the sloppy touches that when he could have just done his touch behind and run, but then he stopped and in his tracks and then tried going backwards a fair few times. So that's it's knocked it down for me a little bit.
He's not the same player when in the first few years he was here. Like
Yeah.
he's changed. But to be fair, we moved him around a couple of positions over the years.
Yeah,
So
the whole of last year he didn't have the best season, so he's still trying to get his confidence back. He's got a lot more goals, so hopefully within
have you
time he'll
heard
get that.
what he's been doing recently?
What's that?
Oh, he went over to I believe his homeland or something, and he's giving away laptops and giving money to schools.
Good lad.
Yeah, he gave to I think like 3 schools or a number of schools in his city or town or whatever. He just gave every pupil a laptop. Like it's the most incredible thing I've seen as someone do. Like yeah,
So
it's
that
like
I'd give him a 10 out of 10, but it wasn't football, so
it wasn't football. No, no.
no, it wasn't football. Um, so what do you give him?
I'll give him an 8.
Sweet. Right, Salah.
Mm. There
Would
were
you
to-
start with?
there were like he got the goal and that was an amazing goal. I just feel like sometimes he's still he's not been as greedy in this game like I've seen him in the last few
He's
years, but he's
he's a lot less greedy this season compared to last season.
yeah
Um, I think he's doing really well.
that issue
Um,
he had with Mane I think was
yeah,
the turning point on that one. Um, I would give him 8.5.
yeah, I'd say about 8.5 to a 9. Again, like he's not very good at passing, so he made a couple of sloppy passes, but everyone makes that sort of mistake. He's done a lot of good passes as well, very
Actually,
direct.
yeah,
Uh,
because he scored,
yeah,
I'll give him a 9
yeah,
because obviously we gave Chamberlain like a 9, didn't we? And we can't give Chamberlain a 9 because he didn't score. Because he didn't, we gave him a 9 because of the effort and shit he's put in, but he didn't score. So we're gonna have to give Salah a 9 because he did
yeah.
score.
I'd definitely give salah a 9.
Yeah,
There's a reason why we got man of the match. He was pretty much everywhere up the top three. Like he kept passing the ball. Um, I think he got one assist as well. Who did he assist? I think it was Jota. So he got a goal. He got an assist.
yeah,
Definitely deserves it.
yeah, yeah.
Done
9.
very well.
And
But yeah,
Minamino.
you got honestly you got to give him a 9 straight away. Like he done so well as soon as he came on. He got the goal.
I loved how
And he was
happy
just
he was. He was
yeah,
smiling. He was like just like over the
super
moon.
chuffed.
Yeah,
Oh mate, he
I'm
made
chuffed
me
for him.
so happy the way how happy he was. Like for the short amount of time and for what he's done, you would give him a 9. Maybe it might have been a different rating if he started and we can actually see more of what he could have done.
Yeah,
Um, but with the so little time that he was on, like Henderson, he literally just done what he can. Once we was passing around and just embarrassing Arsenal, it didn't really get much of the ball. So because of the very fast start and the way he just runs around, like completely just giving it his all, definitely a 9 for me.
and then finally, I know we've gone through all the people on the pitch, but we also have to talk about and rate the fight between Arteta and Klopp.
Oh man, I wanted to see so much more. I'm not gonna lie. I think um, I
I
think it
think
started because the tackle that Mane done that got Arteta's back up a little bit, and obviously the reaction is it necessary? if someone's shouting at you, you're going to shout back regardless. Professionally, he should have just like maybe professionally he should calm down a little bit. But I love the fire that Klopp has, so you got to give it to him. If someone's shouting at you and you're that type of
It,
manager, you need to give it back.
yeah, but it wasn't just shouting from Arteta. It was abuse. You could see from the facial reaction that Arteta had instantly on Klopp. Why? Klopp's going to react. I would react. Anyone would react.
Yeah, of
But
course, that's
he,
what I mean.
but Klopp didn't actually go as far as to go over to intent. You could see people holding Arteta back. You know what I mean? Like that's the difference.
First, and then they ran after Arteta, even though Arteta was the one that got, the closest, furthest out of his box.
Yeah.
But honestly, I really wanted Klopp to squash him with his wallet. Just
Well, talking about managers, being calm and in these situations you were talking, and now you're just saying, nah, do you know what? Scrap that. I want him to literally clap this dude.
yeah, of course, you want to see him just push him over, or just a little bit of something. It just makes the
The
game a
red,
little bit more
the red
interesting.
will come out if anything like that happens.
Yeah, of course.
Probably a penalty for by FA as well. So, but
But
yeah,
for a professional point, maybe he shouldn't have reacted like he did.
no,
Um,
no, obviously, clearly not. Shouldn't have
it's,
reacted.
it's obviously harder to control your emotions than what people like to say. Um, it
I don't
is
like.
you don't need your face blown up because you're like causing a big argument, but at the same time you need that fire in a manager
Yeah,
to look after the players and stuff. So it's 50-50. I've got to give him that. Like,
I was saying.
you can't expect him to just accept it and turn around. He's got to defend his players.
I was saying at half time actually, when you went to the loo and blah blah. Um, it reminds me of the situation with Chelsea when Lampard was in charge, and I remember seeing on the TV Lampard was always one to have a go at another manager and had no filter in a way, and it was over the fact that some of the people on our side on our bench were talking about the other team, and it got Lampard a bit in a hump, and then he was like,
Exactly.
yeah. There's certain things certain things that you should and shouldn't say, in these
Yeah, no,
types of things.
of
But
course.
uh,
The way I see it, right, is you're a manager. If you're a manager of a shop, you can't just go screaming back at a customer that comes screaming in your face. Um, you know, if you could, then the world would be a
nasty,
crazy,
horrible,
real crazy place because they'll just
Mad
fighting
Mac,
customers.
Mad Max style customer service.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So I think they were both right to get a yellow card. They both started arguing with each other, but you've got to give the managers credit for defending the players.
Yeah.
But again, at the same time, you can't really just go around just arguing all the time just because
No.
someone calls you a dickhead or anything like that.
I've enjoyed today. Stream was good. Uh, match was good. I'm gonna go and find something to eat, I suppose, for tonight. That's the rest of my night.
Yeah, but
Oh my nose, man.
I think I'm going to go off for a little bit. Maybe just get a snack, a couple of soft rolls, chuck them in the microwave. Beautiful.
You microwave yours. I used to know someone doing that. I just eat them as they got. I just eat them cold, bro.
Well, maybe we should have another debate. I can't eat sausage rolls cold. I just can't do it. They're so dry.
Next one, pineapple on pizza. Boom.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It is.
Yeah.
It is weird. It doesn't help that I don't really like pineapple that much anyway. So, um, big no
Uh,
no. All
pickles
right.
and pickles and burgers.
No, no. Again, I don't. If I like these sort of things, then yeah, maybe you're right. My son
Um,
absolutely loves pickles in burgers, but me, no, no, I don't like
I
pickles.
have pickles in everything. Salads, sandwiches, Subways, burgers. I love them.
Fair enough. All to their own. I don't even like burgers that much, so I like
Oh,
chicken
fair enough.
burgers. I don't like beef burgers. I don't really even like chips. I'll only eat chips if I've got some really hot sauce to take the taste away. So
Anyway, I think
anyway,
that'll.
we're getting way off topic. We're getting
We
food.
well,
We're
it's
getting
because we were
hungry.
talking about what we're gonna eat, so then we're just going to food. At the end of the day, it's a chat show, so we chat, we talk. Right. So, guys watching, if you make sure to leave a like, and if you actually enjoyed commentary and looking at live streams of football games or doing these like review things, then let me know in the comments because maybe I'll do more. Me and my Mickey here. I'll also drop his Twitch into the. Would you rather Twitch, Facebook? What one would you rather be?
Twitch because some reason my Facebook stopped working, so I'm not happy about that.
Okay, yeah, we'll just stick uh the Twitch in there then, and then yeah. So bye guys.
Okay. And hopefully we can we'll do this again on the next game.
Yeah, which is
Um, let's quickly find out when the next game is, and then if I manage to get on, uh, then we can do it again. It's been fun. You need to sort out your football so you can actually watch it at the same time.
that would be nice. You can
Um,
you share Virgin? Is that a thing?
the problem is you can't watch it at the same time I'm watching it,
Mm.
which is
Are you watching it on browser or are you watching it on your TV?
watch it on browser.
Oh no, yeah.
So unfortunately, that's why I can't do it. Right. So the next game is Wednesday against Porto.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Yes. So
24th.
I should be on Wednesday.
Wow. 3 days
Share.
later, we've got another game. We got another game after Portal. 3 days late. Porto. 3 days later.
Saturday, yeah, against Southampton.
Yeah,
Saturday. Oh, I think I was doing something on Saturday as well, so I'm not too sure if I can do that one.
that's not a lot of time between games, is it?
No, especially but to be fair, I think we're at home on Wednesday, so it's not too bad. It's not like we're flying to a different country and then got to
No,
fly straight
no.
back.
That is. Yeah, I know. Well,
Um,
it's gonna be a nightmare for Klopp to figure out teams though. Because do you what
but
really
we're
do? You,
against Southampton, so we can play. We can start off a slightly weaker team, give the good players a little rest, and
but
maybe switch
who
over.
are we gonna
Uh,
literally put like
more
academy players on? Because we got no midfielders.
well, to be fair, I reckon Ox will get another start. Maybe we can start Minamino.
Wait, let me just check on
Fair,
Elliot's
Champions
progress.
League, we've already qualified, haven't we, in the Champions League? So
Yeah,
maybe you'll play a
that's
weaker team
true.
against Porto.
Yeah, we will play against Porto with a weaker team. But I'm looking at Elliot's fitness.
Hopefully, he should be back soon, but I don't reckon he'll be back too soon. I reckon maybe Southampton half-time substitute, maybe. That's hopefully if he's back in time. So I haven't checked his fitness. So
Um, Fitness update. Take step closer to recovery from our ankle injury. Blah blah blah. Uh, just quickly scrolling through, just see if there's anything. There's not really anything. He's just taking step by step. That's all he's saying. He's just returned to yeah. He's just returned to full fitness. Elliot has started outdoor work.
Well, I'm going to shoot off,
No
and
worries.
hopefully we can do this again against Porto.
All right. That's if I'm not working.
Yeah. Well, you can always message me and let me know what you're doing.
That'll be 8 o'clock, possibly. Possibly I'll be home. Anyway, I'll talk to you later, bro.
Yeah, no problem. Speak to you in a little bit.